Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about something a little bit different. It's not tarot, it's not oracle, it's planners. Now this is planner season. If you're one of those people like me that like to use journals, planners, now is when they're all starting to come out, and so I have made some purchases. I like Hobonichi, and last year I actually didn't buy any Hobonichi products because apparently the paper in them wasn't all that good, and so I decided not to. This is an old one, and I like Hobonichi paper because I can draw on it, I can paint on it, and look, you know, it's absolutely fine. I love painting on it, and I've heard that the latest ones, the paper has improved. Hobonichi has listened to the feedback and improved the paper. So I use Hobonichis in many different ways. I put notes in all sorts. Oh, as you can see. Actually it's got all my decks in here as well. I catalogue in here all my decks. I do swatches, all sorts of things. This is my natal chart. Here we've got some fridge magnets and bookmarks and things I've got in packages from decks that I've bought, so I like to keep them. There's some more in here actually. I'll take this little packet out. I'm sure I've shown all these before, more than likely. But yeah, there's some postcards and past decks that I've bought, so I keep those in there. It's a little bit of things. So we've got bookmarks here as well, which is really great. And in the front, there's a month to view. I'll show you in the new one actually. This is the back I've got here. So again, I've got more tarot cards, various decks that I like to keep in here. Yeah, and this came with a little bear statue, which reading a book, which I've got on one of my shelves actually, and I really like this cover. It's, let's do this. It's just printed on one side, red on the other. Henri Matisse, Pablo Picasso, Henri Rousseau, a bottle of Evian water. Beautiful, isn't it? And it's red on the inside. Okay, so that's a past Hobonichi, and here's a plain one. It's the cover that's dirty, not the Hobonichi. But this one, I've got a Cornish pasty recipe in there. Oh dear, we've got lots of little tape in here, little kidder tape. She's falling apart actually. What's this one? This is a pen. Oh, just loads of little things that I like to keep. This, it's got a little stamp on there for something I had. No idea what I've got in here. Hobonichi welcome book. Some more drawings. So yeah, that's the blue one. Again, see, it's sort of swatching colours in the back of here. Ooh, no, it isn't. These, yeah, little photos, winter scene, lots of little things. So don't always get to fill all the pages out, but I do have a good time with my Hobonichis. And I have missed it. I have missed last year. So what did I do last year? I used a different planner called the Kinbor, which is, I didn't realise until I did a little bit of research, but it's just like Hobonichi but so much cheaper. And I've got it in this beautiful hand stitched leather tea cover. Oh, this, I love this colour. Feels so nice. And yeah, Kinbor. So it's the year of the snake this year. So again, I've got a little traveller's notebook pencil board in there. You can actually put your pen in that loop, and I've got mine in there, but you can pull this out and put it in there too. I don't want to show too much of this because I can't go to there. So here I'm keeping a record of my blood pressure in the front, monthlies. Try not to show anything. There you go, there's December. I'm keeping my financial records, that's why I don't want to show it. Okay, let's go to a 2-page, a blank spread. So it's sort of divided down the bottom here. Here I keep a record of the day, so there we go. So I keep a record of the day here. So my sleep patterns, my walking patterns, and then when I've gone out anywhere, so there I went to St Ives, the Tate Gallery, to see the Ethel Cahoon exhibition, so I logged that. And yeah, I went to Sainsbury's and I went for a walk around the headland there, and that's the temperature, and that's how many steps I did. Quite good actually, 6 miles. And then I do a little bit of journaling on the other side of the page. That's how I've been using this book. Okay, and then in the back here, and I've got some stickers and a couple of notebooks, to-dos and ideas in the back here. So that's what I've been using. So I went and bought another one of these, which I haven't opened, for this year, which is here, the Chinese Year of the Horse. I thought I'd just use that the same. And then I found Midori, and I love Midori paper. It's amazing. And this one, it's called a Hibino, has got a little bit of a different layout, which is why I've bought it. Now this was an investment. Let's undo it, shall we? Yeah, it wasn't cheap, but it's like a faux leather. The difference here is there's 2 pages to each day, so I've got even more room for my notes. So here it can tell you how, or suggest how to use it. So this left page is designed for writing your schedule, which is what I've been doing. And then it says the right page is great for jotting down notes and ideas each day. It's easy to connect your notes each time on your schedule. Then we have, there's plenty of room to add art or illustrations, add masking tape or stickers. You can arrange various logs in the layout of your choice. So you can have a food diary, a sleep diary, study diary, daily expenses, pet diary, health diary, good things that happened, and more. So yeah, it shows you how you can suggest use it. So we've got here the coming year and the year after, 27 at a glance. And then we've got a future log, just like you'd have in a bullet journal. You need to write really small though. Then we've got the month overview here. So not only have we got each day, we've also got room here to put notes for the week. And it looks like moon phases down here as well. That's the key. So we've got a half moon there. So those are all at the front. I've not seen one of these diaries before, so I'm quite fascinated. So we also have January of the coming year, which is really useful because you can future plan. And this is the layout of each day here. So here we go. So the 1st of January is a Thursday. So yeah, we've got a full 2 pages. This is divided here. So you can do the schedule down here, and then you've got all this real estate here and all this real estate here. And also we can log the weather there. There's a couple of lines here as well. I'm not quite sure what those are for. Let me see. Okay, we've got phases of the moon here. And we've got the weather icons. Then here is the 24-hour vertical timeline. Oh, that's really good, because the one I've been using, you sort of have to guess after a certain amount of time. I'll show you what I mean. Find a blank one. Then it starts at 4 in the morning, whereas this one, 8, 7, 6, 5. I suppose that starts at 4 if you go right to the top. And then here it takes you down to 5 o'clock, and then you got like this sunset sign here for 6, and then a couple of dots, and then nothing there. Whereas this one, it goes back all the way to 4, so you've actually got the whole 24 hours there. That's going to be very useful, because I found that to be a little bit jarring. Then we have 4 unobtrusive dividing lines to create sections easily. So that's these. So you can actually fill those in if you want to do a vertical spread. So 5. What's it say for 5? Dots provide a guide to divide the page evenly. There they are. You see those little dots there? Very unobtrusive. And it's a 2.5mm grid. And we've got a month overview there. Made with thin, lightweight Tomo River S paper to keep this 768-page notebook compact. So at the side we've got these tabs. Had that on this one as well. The Kinbor. So yeah, January, February, March, April, May. So quite easy to find where you are. So if you go to December, there. Then we've got some note paper at the back. 1, 2, 4 pages. Personal memo, so your name, address, phone number, and blood type, birthday. Okay, so that is the book. I hope it'll fit into this. I think it will. If I take the notebooks out, then the extra notebooks out, then I presume it's going to fit. But I'm really looking forward to using that. So that's going to be with me all the time, so I can make notes throughout the day. That will be my main day-to-day in my bag planner. So back to the Hobonichi. Why did I decide to buy it this year? Because, let's roll the box over. I'm not actually going to show the top of the box because it's got my address on it. Because I found this cover for the Hobonichi that I just fell in love with. Absolutely. So this is the box. It's green this time. What kind of person do you like? Do you want to be like them? I think you are like that, even if it's just a little bit. So safety matches fireside chat. I don't know what that means. Anyway, let's open them up. Here we go. Little leaflet here in a language I really don't understand, but you can get your ticket there for something. Looks like food. Not sure. Oh, there we go. Hobonichi Techo app. Oh wow! So they've actually made an app now. As the Hobonichi Techo marks its 25th year, a digital version has finally arrived. Using data your phone normally collects throughout the day, this app lets you combine it with your memories to create even more unforgettable and fun entries. So track where you've been. That's cute. Record the weather, log your sleep and more. You've got a free trial ticket. We're giving you 5 free uses of the memory print feature, which is normally exclusive to the premium plan. I don't really know what that is. So, anyway, let's see what I bought. You get goodies, you get free goodies with your planner. Let's look at this. Scissors. So you always get a pen. So this one is brown and blue, that's pretty. I like those two colours together, they're really nice. And it's got different coloured pens. And it's got this rubber grip as well, which is really comfortable. So yeah, we've got black, blue and red to choose from. Beautiful. Really like that. And we have a tiny robot paperweight. Okay. Good old robot. It's called tiny robot paperweight. You love you. Oh. Little heart on the back. That's quite cute, isn't it? Can you see it? It's got on the bookshelf with my little teddy. No, this is the reason I bought it. There's the planner. Actually, let's get this out of the way. English edition, Hobonichi Techo 2026, 1 page per day, A5 size, and the January start. So it goes from January to December 26, long life design. And then picture of the layout. So look at that in a sec. But this is the star of the show. Oh, get it out. So excited for this. So excited for this. Oh gosh. Oh, the feel is like, I don't know. It's not plasticky. What does it say? Shibata Kaiko. Oh, what have we got in here? A dog on a bed of bread. That's how Kai sleeps. So yeah, got a nice sticker there. Life book. So we've got pockets, lots of sliding pockets on the side. Here, a little one here. What's that? There's always little surprises. Oh, it's so lush, this. It's almost fabric, like fabric. And this feels leathery, but I presume it's PVU. But this is why I got it. Now, if you've watched my video before, you might know that when I think of my mum, I think of an elephant, because it was something that was there between us. We would send each other cards with elephants on. It was just mine and mum's thing, and my mum passed a long time ago. But for me, I've got a picture of me and my mum. I've got a couple of pictures, one on my wedding day and one in a hospital where my mum and myself was face to face holding hands. It's just beautiful photos. I'm not going to put them up because it's personal. But when I saw this, I was like, oh, Mum. And then also, I have a set of drawers that were my father's that I keep my clothes in. I don't know. And then we've got this little horse, little childish horse on wheels, a pull along. And when I saw this image, I had to have it. I just had to have it. It just means so much to me. And a little window into my past, my inner child. When I was protected or had that maternal protection, I had to have this. There was no way on earth I would not have bought this. We have a pocket on the inside here as well. And look, it's my colour. It's my sun colour. Oh, so let's have a look at the bookmarks and what we have on there. Oh, that's pretty. I presume it's the same on the other one. Different colours. Isn't that pretty? Wow. So these feel very soft, almost like cork. Not sure, but they're nice. So what I bought, cover on cover. So let's put that on and protect it straight away. Let's take it out there. There we go. Cover on cover. It's a shame that Hobonichi sell these separately and not, it doesn't come with the cover, which is a shame. So it also has the little slide in here. this on. So that's the cover, a cover on cover, nice and protected, and we've still got that gap here that we can access this pocket there. So well thought out, and it will close. Okay, so I can put my pen in there, and you can actually, if you put it in both, it keeps it closed. But I'll show you more of that when I put the actual planner in there. So if you're unaware of this planner, I'll just quickly show you how it's laid out. So we've got that little toy here. Nothing moves on this, it's all very solid. Nothing, yeah, there's no moving parts on it. Very pretty though, isn't it? So yeah, there's a replica of it on the front. You love you. You loving yourself, well, that's probably a good start. A place to record your everyday. And then it tells you all about Hobonichi here, the various things you can get in the Hobonichi lineup. I did have the 5-year Techo, and I think I did it for about 3 years and then ground to a halt. Blame COVID. Day free, so yeah, what it says, there's no dates on there. Then we've got the weeks, which I do like the weeks actually. A little planner, the avec, and the avec is a 6 month. So it's like the cousin, but it's 6 months. The cousin is 12 months, which is this one. There's the original, the Hon, which is a hardback. Yeah, and that's it, I think. So yeah, this opens to flat to 180 degrees. It stays flat. We've got daily quotes and some ideas to write about. Okay. Oh, so here we have it, and it's got like this band over the spine here to protect it. I love new things. It's cardboard. So we have the year overviews. Yeah, we've got this year here, the year for this diary, and then the next year, the following year. This is a good for tracking if you use pen, colour pen, and track things. You can at a glance see what you're tracking, which is nice. So we've got that for each month, and then we've got a month overview with so much space. I've really enjoyed using this over the years. So much space, and it starts in December as well, so you can start in December if you can't wait. Some people can't wait, eh? It goes to March of the following year, which is great. You can really forward plan in this planner. Then we've got this layout, which is like a schedule, you know, daily schedule. Or you could use it, which I was thinking of using it as a bullet journal. So you put your tasks on, mark them off when you've done them, or transfer them to the next day or the next week if you want to do them later. So I think I might use that as a bullet journal. And then, there's so much in these, so good. That takes us to December. So no, you only get forward planning in the monthly layout to March. With the other layouts, it just goes to December. And it will say, turning the page to a new year. And then we get onto a blank page every start of the month. And then we're onto the daily pages. And there's the quotes. Isn't it beautiful that after every day, a new day begins? That's the feeling I was putting into that scene. And who that's by Bas Devos. So every day we've got a quote. And we've got like our schedule here, which goes from 5 o'clock in the morning. It goes to 3 here. So it's quite condensed really. So 3 hours slot. You only get sort of 1 line per hour. which is where that other one will come in for me, really. Yeah, and each month is a different colour. So we've got pink, we've got brown, purple, and a brighter pink. Olive green, grey, a bluish, tealish colour, darker grey, very autumnal for September there. And I've got like this purple for October, another greeny blue for November, and then this beautiful colour here for December. So it takes us all the way to the 31st of December. And then we have some blank pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blank pages. We have a timetable if you're at college or school. I think those days are long gone. Graph paper for recording daily weight or other ongoing changes when you've got a certain target in mind. We have our favourites, so favourite films, books, music, food, shopping, and I don't know what the clappy hand is. Not sure what that's for. My 100, so you list of the 100 things that you want to accomplish this year. So it could be books you want to read, movies you want to see, etc. Memories from the 2026. Write a list, draw pictures, it's up to you. So we have food, fun times, new friends, and then whatever you want there. This is nice, this is in English, because in the past a lot of this has been in a language I don't understand, which is Japanese, and I haven't been able to even utilise these pages. So yeah, we've got some focusing tips here. Listen to Spring by Vivaldi. Keep a journal of your thoughts and feelings, etc. Tips for a comfortable night's sleep. Words to remember. Memorable phrases you encounter throughout the year that you don't want to forget. Maybe quotes. A check-off sheet for each day. So maybe there is something you're trying to do each day. And if you accomplish it, then you could actually just mark it off. This might be useful for doing that penny a day challenge, where like on the first day you save a penny, on the second day you save 2p, 3p on the third. I wonder how much that would add up to. So on the 364, you'd save £3.64, wouldn't you? So I think it adds up to about £700, but don't quote me, I'm not a mathematician. Okay, getting the most out of your hobo. So a QR code to visit the website. Oh, there's lots of things. We have meetups called caravans. Traveller's Notebook do meetups as well, caravans. Always too far from me though. Gifts, okay. If you receive one or if you sent one, and you can note down what you sent and notes about that. We've got some addresses, important contacts. And yeah, your own information here. So that is the cousin, and these things really thicken up, and let's put it in the cover. Anytime I'm having a great time. You can see it's like cloth, this cover. It will settle in, it just takes a little time, but it will actually settle in. Okay. Put our little markers in. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to slide in here is that. And then in the back I'm going to slide that in and look at that later. Then I'm going to just show, maybe this one, that they really do chunk up. You know, if you look at how it starts, and I mean, I haven't done every page in this book, and yet look at the difference. So they do chunk up a lot, which is fine. Let's just put my my pen in there, which it's impossible to put them through 2 loops. Once you start chunking it up, it just won't fit. But right at the beginning, they fit fine. So there you go. Actually, no, just looking at that, isn't brown. It's maroon. It's maroon and blue. I only just seen it because I've just seen it in this light. So this is sort of what I intend to practice with in this book. So you saw my other book where I did a few little attempts. This, I just opened this. This is when I went to Wales. Now, here's an elephant. Mum, here's a frog. It's my best friend who loves frogs, anything frogs, even got a frog toilet seat, go figure. But yeah, we've got the Welsh dragon here, but it's Portmaddock. And my grandparents had a farm in Portmaddock, and I went up and the farm's still there, the building's still there that they lived in. And I've got a real memory of Barrabrith, which is like a tea bread, fruit tea bread. And then I found this, so I had to put it in. It's how to make it. Anyway, these are memories, aren't they? They're just so precious. Oh, do you remember the dress-up dolls? I remember the dress-up dolls. I've gotten sidetracked, haven't I? Let me see. One of my favourite things I've drawn. Anyways, all this to say, I picked up the wrong book. All this to say, I did in this one start practicing some watercolours. There we go. Yeah, following tutorials on YouTube actually. Aliona's watercolour, I think that was her channel, and there was a couple actually that I was following along and attempting my own little versions of it. Anyway, I went to a National Trust property here in the UK. I went to a few actually this year. Anyway, I picked up this book, Painting Calm, Connect to Nature Through the Art of Watercolour. And I thought, oh, look at that. I thought I might have a go at this in my new Hobonichi. So that's why I bought it, to actually, not every page, but you know, scattered throughout as I do it, practice these little techniques. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's why I've got this Hobonichi. And then my daily one here, which I'm going to put into this cover if it'll fit. I hope it fits. I really want it to go in this cover. Look at those colours together. In fact, isn't that like a little bit like the pen? I've got the Hobonichi, a little bit, not perfect, but a little bit. Anyway, that's the plan. So yeah, obviously I have different plans for my journaling with my tarot and oracle decks, but I will show you in another video what I plan to do for that next year. But this is just like, I don't know, trying to be a bit more creative this year or next year. Just try and be a little bit more creative, because I really enjoyed when I was doing that, and it's so relaxing. Painting calm, I mean, that's perfect, isn't it? Anyway, so that's what I wanted to share today. So thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, bye friends.